Connecting also students with the subject means motivation. What are we doing to motivate students? I heard an opinion where they say the teacher brings a lot of activities and creative ones. This is motivation. This is another connection. Connecting subjects with life. This is making it relevant. How many of you didn't like mathematics?
I hate it.
That's why we're teaching. No. Well, and maybe they say, I hate English, no? But, well, aren't we making the subject boring, not relevant? It's not totally the teacher's fault, but we have also some power on that. So we need to look for relevant contents, relevant activities to connect students with the world. Also, teacher-student, which is teacher and the subject, vocation. What are you teaching? English or subjects in English? English. What level? First, second, third? Well, it varies. It's very important to teach something that you like. Otherwise, it results in you being bored, you being worried, and students also having a bad time. See the many connections we make? Students and students. Teachers can make a group together or separate. If we start comparing or treating students in a different way, having favorite students. So see, all this way. My question for you, to take it with you, not now, not for Monday, not homework, but what am I doing to create these connections? How many of them am I creating? And if one looks like very weak, what can I do to achieve that? No? Okay, good teachers never get angry. Those who said teachers never get angry, can you please come to the front? You're going to help me with an experiment. No, just kidding. Emotions are part of our life. We are happy, we are sad, we are frustrated, we're angry, we are worried. It's a complex, we're complex as human beings. But it's normal. The point is not the emotion, but what we do with the emotion. For example, if I make these questions, I like to make this question. How do you feel today? But you cannot say good or bad. Name it.
How do I feel? I feel excited because I'm here learning.
Good.
I feel tired.
Tired. It's normal.
I don't know. Excited.
Excited. Good.
Happy.
Tired.
Tired. Hopeful. Hopeful. Okay? The problem is, sometimes we feel very bad, and we are not even able to name it. So we are not understanding what's going on with us, and we want the others to understand us. Same thing happens with students. Sometimes they arrive with a happy face, and sometimes they just don't. So we are dealing with emotions all the time. It's not bad to get angry, but how can we express it in a constructive ways? And here is a very, a rule that looks very simple, but it's a golden one. And it says, it's not what we say only, but the way you say it. This is a cardinal principle for effective communication. You say, talk to the situation, not to the character or personality. One event doesn't make a person or a personality. Suppose this, I am your student and I didn't bring the homework. What do you say? Why? Well, maybe asking for a reason is something, okay, reasonable. But what if we start saying, you never bring the homework. Oh, always you. You are. And we start giving labels to our students. Imagine if for any label we would place a post-it on the student.
Oh.
Poor student, no? So what can I say? How can I express that in a constructive way? What is the problem? If I didn't bring the homework and you are my teacher, what is the problem? What is the situation?
Student not learn.
Student didn't work. I didn't bring the homework. And why is it a problem not bringing the homework?
Forced to learn.
I'm missing practice. It's my responsibility. You're also teaching me not only content but also values, no? Teaching me the value of responsibility. Also, I miss points. That is a rule. What about the other students who brought the homework on time? Maybe you could say, but I had many things to do. They also have many things to do. But the problem is that the homework is not there and there are consequences. But the problem is not that the student is an irresponsible person or a lazy person or you name it. And very common, very often we do that. Or simple, in everyday situations. You are supposed to meet a friend for working on a project for your master's degree or any course you are taking, and you plan to meet the person at Starbucks, and it's 12 o'clock, and the person is supposed to arrive at 11:30, and you are there. Then the person arrives, and what do you say? Hijo, pero es que tú siempre, nunca. You are talking to the personality, not to the situation. Of course, time is precious. Your time is important, but you need to express it in a constructive way. One thing you can say is, say what happened, say how do you feel about it, and what you expect from the person. Maybe you missed another date, or you canceled something, you made plans, and you also missed the chance to work on the project because of that person's lateness. So, but the thing is, how are we reacting to it, no? Can we change the slide, please? It got stuck. Okay. After a certain number of years, teachers lose heart. Is that true? No. Y pasan los años y las copias ya están amarillas porque son así. El PowerPoint ahí de la primera versión del... I'm just inventing. Other teachers, the ones who didn't copy it. Other teachers. Okay. Next, please. Well, they say that after that we start very enthusiastic at the beginning, or when we are student teachers and we know that they're going to go and observe us, we prepare a beautiful scenario because we want to impress the instructor. But after years pass by, we lose that. They say, Palmer says this is a paradox, but you know what? I don't totally agree with this, because I've seen very young teachers or student teachers being like this, and I've been teachers with many years of experience doing wonderful things. So it's not a matter of how many years you've been teaching, it's a matter of attitude, and if it's attitude, you can decide on this. No? Next, please. Siguiente, por favor. Learning depends on a good teacher.
No.
Yes? Absolutely yes? Yes? Yes and no? No? Let's see. Next, please. There is, you know what? It's like a coin. If you think about a good teacher, what influence did that teacher leave on you? You say, the teacher inspired me, the teacher motivated me, the teacher encouraged me. Yes, and we need to acknowledge that, but you know what? This is not only a teacher's job. You also did something in order for this to take place. Why? Because you contributed to that. There was perhaps another student sitting next to you, taking the same class with this bright teacher, and he was like, y le pasó de noche, no?
Okay.
And you remember that teacher, and he may even say, oh, it's a bad teacher. Maybe. Next, please. So teacher is a two-sided task requiring equal efforts. The right teacher needs to meet the right student in order for meaningful encounters to take place and meaningful connections. Next, please. It is important for a teacher to feel comfortable with his or her profession. Do you like people? Yes. Do you like helping others?
Yes.
Yes? Do you like to do things in a different way?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, it's not a job interview, it's just... Next, please. So, question, why did you decide to teach? And it's not valid to say because of July, June and July and the vacations. No. Well, maybe, that's a plus, but that's not the only thing. Are these your reasons? And what is your true goal when you teach? Is it, I want people to say I'm a good teacher. You know what? Not everybody is going to say that you are a good teacher. You are going to receive many kinds of comments. But you can learn from that. Next, please. But it's what you do with that. But my original question is, are these your reasons or somebody else's reasons? And I've heard students giving me many reasons. And they say, because my parents are teachers. Because my best friend also is going to study here. Because of my boyfriend. Because of my boss or whoever. Which is valid, but is this your reason, your vocation? Next, please. So, and are you only looking for recognition and good opinions about yourself? I have news. No, not everybody is going to like what you do. Of course, if you have more negative comments than positive ones, beep, beep, there is some light there that you need to pay attention to, like in your car, no? The red lights, no? But is it the only reason, or you have other reasons that come more from the heart, that are more intrinsic reasons? See? Or do you teach from your inner self, making connections from the heart? See? Do you seek for encounters revealing and reshaping your own identity and integrity, and your students are well? If you say yes, yes, you are in the right profession. No? Okay. Now, do you like cars? Yes? Well, what if you were a car yourself? What car would you be? That one? Yes. What model would you be? What would you look like? Generally? Christine. Evil teachers. De los que no vinieron. But the most important question is, how would you take care of your car? Let's see how we are taking care of our cars. This is important. And I need you to help me with this analogy. I want to make some questions and you try to follow me with the answers. Have you checked your ignition? What means, what is your first thought in the morning? No? Is that what you say? What do you say to yourself in the morning? The first thought and the first words have a tremendous impact on the rest of your day. And your students suffer the consequences sometimes. Have you checked your seat belts? What's that? Do I have seat belts? Do you feel protected? Are you taking good care of yourself? Is somebody else taking good care of you? Are you safe? How do you feel? Have you checked your reclining seats? Do you take time to relax? Question. When was the last time you went to the movies? Last Saturday. Sounds good. Yesterday? No, we were here. Last month? 2 months ago? Oh. When was the last time you went to a restaurant and enjoyed a fancy dinner? With family or with your love?
3 weeks.
Hey, no todo en la vida es checar workbooks, eh? It is important. I'm not encouraging you to be responsible.